Yesterday you said that they are going to come into your territory today. What do you make of the race today?
It was an okay race. I could have probably executed a little bit better. I wasn't as dominant as I should be on the turn, and I suffered at the end. It was still very close. All in all, I'm satisfied with the performance. All praise and glory to God. I was able here to come out and finish healthy. Wanted that 100K, but I still had 3 more chances to do so. So, in a sense, still satisfied. I was sick 2 weeks ago, so to be able to come back and still compete at a high level against quality guys is a blessing still.
A very high-spirited athlete. Jamaicans really love you. I posted a video with you yesterday, and Jamaicans are flooding it. They're loving you, bro. Where do you get your energy from?
I guess how I was grown up. I feel like maybe a lot of Jamaicans could relate to me because I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, South Trinidad, Point 14, so in a sense very country. So I guess a lot of people could see and hear some of the lingo and relate to some of the things. And my faith in God, bro. I've learned to be humble regardless you win or you lose. Just be humble and thankful for each and every opportunity. Some might be disappointed that I didn't win the 200 today, or I didn't win the full Grand Slam today, but all in all, I have an opportunity that a lot of people don't have, so I'm thankful for what I'm able to do at this high level, and I'm thankful to just be part of something so big and so special.
Jereem, track and field is not only a physical sport, it's also a mental sport. Tell us how you manage to stay leveled mentally.
I've been through the lowest of lows in my career, and I've been through some very high highs also in my career. And Coach Brahman taught me, but I kind of knew it, but he also reinforced it. I would say that don't let the highs get too high and don't let the lows get too low. So I've learned to balance each and every moment in track and field, and just enjoy it. It's all part of the journey. One race doesn't define you, and one lose doesn't define you neither. So I just learned to navigate it and be balanced within the joy and within the struggle.
What means the most to you, Jereem?
My family and God. They both keep me grounded. They both give me hope in times of struggle. They both love me for who I am, not just being an athlete, but actually a person, a husband, a son, a nephew, a father, all these things. They love me for just more than the performances. They knew me before I was a professional athlete, and they love me for me. So that means a lot to me, and they are my everything.
Finally, you mentioned being a father. How do you balance that on track and field?
It is a great feeling. I love my daughter so much.
You need to look in the camera. That's what's crazy, man. You need to look in the camera and let them know.
Dream, Daddy loves you so much. Jereem is my daughter's name.
Yes.
They mean so much to me, and they are my everything. She's my everything. Being a father, I have so much respect now for my parents, because you see the different spectrum and the different side of the coin being a parent now. Yes. I have even more respect for women now, because I've seen the sacrifices my wife would have had to make. So now I understand some of the sacrifices my mom would have had to make. And also I have even more respect for parent athletes, because to me one of the most difficult thing is coming to meets and having to leave my family. I miss them so much every time I travel, and even when I travel with them, it's like I have to now kind of think that they're not there because I have to focus on what I have to do. So having a family is a beautiful thing. I love the support system. I love my daughter. I love my wife, my parents, and it's just really special. And as I said, it just showed me a different side of the coin in terms of what your parents wouldn't have to go through and stuff like that. So I respect parents, mothers, fathers, and athletes who actually play those roles also. It's not an easy one, but at the same time, it's very rewarding.
Yes. Jereem, I could go into the whole Caribbean parents and all of that story, but what I want you to do is to look at the camera and tell any young Jereem or anyone who aspires to run at these great events, tell them how it feels or encourage them.
Words of encouragement I would give to young athletes, aspiring athletes to make it to this level. Never give up. Never doubt yourself. Be delusional as possible. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do anything. You have to believe it up here before it actually becomes physical. And I had to learn that the hard way. Believe that you could do it even before you do it. Don't tell everyone your dreams, because not everybody gonna believe those dreams. But set the bar so high that if you do trust someone to tell them, they might even think that you're crazy. But you have to believe it before you actually achieve it. And most importantly, trust in God and pray to God about these dreams and goals and aspirations that you have for yourself. He needs to be at the center of all these things in order to achieve them.
Thank you so much, Jereem. You heard it here first at Omilia Sports. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Blessings, bro.